Picture yourself on a warm summer day in 1916 along the peaceful coast of New Jersey. The air is filled with the sweet scent of salt water and the distant cries of seagulls. Families are frolicking in the surf, their laughter carried away by the gentle sea breeze. Children are busy building sandcastles, their faces alight with joy and innocent excitement. The sun is shining brightly overhead, casting a golden glow on the scene below. It's a picture-perfect moment, a snapshot of tranquility and happiness frozen in time. But as we all know, appearances can be deceiving. For beneath the surface of this idyllic scene, unbeknownst to the blissfully ignorant beachgoers, lurked a predator unlike any other. A creature of the deep, silent and unseen. A creature that, in the blink of an eye, would shatter this tranquility, leaving a trail of terror that would forever mark this peaceful summer day in its wake. It all began with Charles Van Sant, a young man enjoying a swim with his loyal dog by his side. Little did he know he was about to become the first victim of a series of horrifying attacks. The date was July 1st, 1916. The location, Beach Haven, a popular seaside retreat in New Jersey. Van Sant, a 25-year-old Philadelphian, was vacationing with his family, relishing the joys of summer. The beach was a picture of serenity, laughter echoing along the shoreline, the sea reflecting the golden rays of the setting sun. Van Sant decided to take a dip, his faithful dog joining him in the frothy waves. As he swam, something beneath the surface spotted him. It was a predator, an unseen terror lurking in the depths. Suddenly, without warning, the calm was shattered. A shark, a creature of immense power and primal instinct, attacked. The waters turned a terrifying shade of crimson as the shark's jaws clamped down on Van Sant's thigh. The beachgoers, once filled with joy and laughter, now screamed in horror. The tranquility of the day was replaced with a chilling sense of dread. Witnesses recalled the scene with heart-wrenching detail. The shark, they said, was relentless, coming back time and again, each attack more ferocious than the last. Van Sant fought bravely, but the shark was too powerful, too wild. A lifeguard, Alexander Ott, heard the cries for help and plunged into the blood-stained surf. He fought off the shark, pulling Van Sant back towards the shore. But the shark had inflicted a fatal wound. Despite the valiant efforts of Ott and a local doctor, Van Sant's life slipped away. The young man bled out before he could reach the safety of shore. The news of the attack spread like wildfire, casting a dark shadow over the once peaceful beach haven. The first attack had taken place and the fear had set in. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of a summer they would never forget. But just when they thought the worst was over, the New Jersey shark struck again, this time claiming the life of Charles Bruder. A sense of dread hung heavy in the air as the community grappled with the possibility of another attack. Little did they know, the horror was far from over. Charles Bruder, a bellhop at the local Essex and Sussex Hotel, decided to take a dip in the Atlantic on that fateful day. He was a strong swimmer, known for his ability to glide through the water with ease. But on this day, his skills would be put to a test like no other. As he swam, the predator lurked beneath, biding its time, waiting for the right moment to strike. And when it did, it was with a ferocity that was downright chilling. Bruder's screams echoed through the air, sending a shiver down the spine of every beachgoer. His struggle was fierce but futile. The ocean, once a source of joy and relaxation, had turned into a battlefield, and Bruder was losing. His desperate cries for help were met with terror-stricken faces on the shore. The bystanders could only watch in helpless horror as the water around him turned a gruesome shade of red. The shark, relentless in its attack, pulled him under, leaving nothing but a chilling silence and the ghastly sight of the blood-stained water. The aftermath was nothing short of a nightmare. The beach, once bustling with life, was now eerily quiet, the only sound being the gentle lapping of waves against the shore, as if mocking the terror that had just unfolded. The dread was palpable. Parents held their children close, their eyes wide with fear. The joy of summer had been replaced with a chilling fear of the deep. News of the second attack spread like wildfire, turning the once peaceful community into a hotbed of fear and uncertainty. The beach was deserted, the ocean feared. The New Jersey shark had claimed its second victim, shaking the very core of the community. The horror of the attack sent shockwaves through the community, leaving them paralyzed with fear and uncertainty. The predator had struck again, and the peaceful seaside town would never be the same. These attacks were a wake-up call, forcing us to confront the reality that sharks are not the mindless killers they've been portrayed as. In the wake of the tragic events in New Jersey, a century ago, the world was forced to look at sharks through a different lens. Yet it is important to remember that these creatures are not the villains of our nightmares. They are, in fact, a crucial part of our ecosystem. Their role as apex predators helps maintain balance in the oceanic food chain. By preying on the weak and the sick, they ensure the health and diversity of their environment. This balance, however, is delicate, and our actions can tip the scales. Overfishing, pollution, and habitat destruction have a profound impact on shark populations, and with their numbers dwindling, the effects ripple through the ecosystem, leading to a cascade of unforeseen consequences. The New Jersey shark attacks were a stark reminder of our relationship with nature, a relationship that is often characterized by fear and misunderstanding. But it's through understanding that we can replace fear with respect. Think about it. Despite their fearsome reputation, sharks rarely attack humans. According to the International Shark Attack File, you're more likely to be struck by lightning or injured by a toilet than to be bitten by a shark. These magnificent creatures are not mindless killers, but survivors, evolved over millions of years to be the perfect ocean predators. Our journey to understand sharks is still ongoing. We've come a long way since 1916, but there's still much to learn, much to understand. Marine biologists, conservationists, and shark enthusiasts around the world continue to study these fascinating creatures, striving to protect them and their habitats. And so, as we reflect on the events of 1916, let us remember the victims and honor their memory. But let's also honor the shark, not as a monster, but as an essential, misunderstood creature of our world's oceans. Let's strive to better understand and protect these magnificent creatures, for in doing so, we protect ourselves and the delicate balance of life on our planet. As we reflect on the events of 1916, let us remember the victims and honor their memory by working to better understand and protect these magnificent creatures.